See, he wants to change his mobile. Then once you give a raise change request, then the fields get editable. Once the field gets editable, and here you can always add a small thing saying, yes, I've changed my mobile number. Then ensuring that the dealing clerk only will do the correction at the final stage. Initially, this change goes to the dealing clerk with a highlighted mark that the requested changes will go to the dealing clerk in a highlighted form. He will notice, and after ensuring that the proof are submitted correctly, then he forwards the same to the verification authority, and the cycle goes up to acceptance authority. So after which the dealing clerk notices these are all what are all changes received from the employees working under him. So this is a dashboard. Dashboard gives that summary portion of it. Who are all the dealing clerk and all? What is the bill unit? All those details. Then here we find user profile. Here you can always upload your photograph. This photograph should be less than 20 KB of size. It can be in JPEG format. Then view edit details for any correction in the information provided. Then the change request summary is noticed by the dealing clerk. Because this particular login is also a dealing clerk. That is why I'm showing you. These are all the screens actually available. Only these two are available for the user level. User profile and edit my details are provided at the user level. The summary is noticed at the dealing clerk level. The login in which I am logged in is a dealing clerk also. So this we have already seen. New employee, how a new employee's details are entered. So after which there is a data entry summary. This is for the dealing clerk. So once I say go, the system seems to be slow. I think the server is not responding fast. Yeah. Here you find all the details available. These are all the tabs, and these are all the flags shown. These are all the accepted flag. All the flags should be in accepted stage. This is for the acceptance authority should ensure that all these tabs are in accepted state. The 7 tabs which I just mentioned earlier. So unless they are in accepted state, the same will not be reflected in the when the employee applies for a pass and all, he will not be able to do so, because the employee, all the 7 tabs needs to be in the accepted state for the software to ensure that the employee can go ahead for the privileges. So this is ESR, service record. These service record are first scanned and made a PDF copy, and once it is done, then you upload the same in the ESR tab. This is actually We can upload the PDF file once scanned and all the entire SR of the employee, and we can upload. So we can view the ESR. Right. So once ESRs are uploaded, this is how it gets reflected by the site. And the details what I told you earlier entered in the 7 tabs appear on the left side. That is EMD data, employee masters data. Appear whatever data we have entered in those 7 tabs appears on the left. And here we find this ESR, which is of 21 in PDF format only. So these are all the ESRs. We can scroll down and see every pages. See, we can see, please watch on the right portion. I'm going clicking actually. So the entire, all the pages of the ESR scanned is reflected here. Right on the left portion, we see the biodata, all the tabs entered, the employment details, all those things gets reflected here by the side. See the family composition and all, whether dependent, what are all the relationship, whether member is dependent or not, what I told you earlier, all those things get reflected on the left side. The qualification, the nomination, the account nature and awards if any. So once we find any changes here to be done, as I told you, the new screen provided earlier, raise change request needs to be given for the correction to be incorporated. Right on the right side, we feel that we see the entire copy of the SR, scanned copy of the SR. Right. Once you click here, we find that all the menu items appear. Right. So view ESR, then we have ESR entry, then ESR offline data entry, or you can do offline data entry, then upload. That also is possible. Then you have my ESR,
Yeah, Subranjan garu, is it okay?
Okay, okay.
Right, right.
Next.
Yes.
So now we go back. So for like just like the data entry for the employee master data, we have ESR data summary also. In this ESR, we find the tabs. Here we have awards, punishment, pay change. See, these are all the tabs different from the one we saw in employee master data screen, like awards, punishment, pay change, nomination, promotion, transfers, and all tabs submitted. This all tab submitted is from the dealing clerk, it has gone to next stage of verification authority. From there it goes to acceptance authority. Now we come to pass, which is the most important thing, the recent development in HRMS, and is a very good utility because employee need not suffer of going and standing in the queue. First of all, giving the pass application, then waiting for the pass to be written, get signed, and all those things in one click of a button is done now, which is a wonderful achievement. So, for which initially the employee has to ensure this family declaration are properly entered. This gets populated from the earlier screens what I have shown you. All the details of the family members. Initially, I told an employee the master data screen. That is why you must be very careful in ensuring that the data is correct in that screen. The same thing gets populated here. So declaration for family members. So here we must first submit our family declaration to the pass clerk. Here there are two levels initially. First is pass clerk and then comes pass issuing authority. So we submit the pass application. Everything is done online. No need for going physically to either pass clerk or pass issuing authority. All the correspondence and the messages comes to your mobile registered mobile phone. So once you ensure that all these things and for whom the passes, the privilege pass is required, we must ensure and click here, then submit the same. I agree to the condition, then submit the same to pass clerk. The pass clerk, once he accepts, then he is ready for the next step of receiving your pass application. This has to be corrected at his end. Initially, the pass clerk ensures that the manual entry, whatever passes for the financial year, this financial year you have taken is entered in the pass module form. The manual passes which you have taken earlier, he will ensure that those, I'll show you in his pass clerk login also how he does it. So initially from the employee side, I am showing you. So these are all the particulars to be ensured. Once he submits and he accepts, immediately you will get a message on your mobile phone that the family declaration has been accepted. So then this is another declaration form. It is not mandatory right now. It only shows the eligibility for your, for example, this employee who is in level pay 7. What are all the eligibility? The berth or seat entitlement for the privilege pass. So being in level 7, So she is eligible in Rajdhani second AC one berth, third AC two berths. Similarly, Shatabdi and Jana Shatabdi. So you can always submit the same, but right now it is not mandatory. So if you find any discrepancy, then you have to approach the pass clerk. So once this is done, now go to the pass set list. Once the family declaration is completed and the same has been properly accepted by the pass clerk as well as the employee, then you go to the pass set list. Here you select the type of pass, whether you want to take privilege pass or privileged PTO, which is privileged ticket order. Once I say select privilege pass and go. So it says this manual availed passes earlier that already entered by the pass clerk, he will make an entry and that is reflected here. So now before that, what you have to do, what you want, you want to apply for a full set privilege pass. Then what you do, you find the underline here. This is a hyperlink. You find this hyperlink here. So once you left click on that, immediately a box appears here as new application. This is nothing but a online pass application, and once you click this new application, immediately all the details gets populated. The employee need not worry himself in laboriously entering all the details. Only thing he has to enter is station firm. That too he needs to enter the code and press tab. Immediately the full form of the station gets populated, and station 2 needs to be entered. So for example, so it is MAS tab. So Chennai Central. So break journeys. So if he is opting for not for a direct route and for a longer route and all, then he needs to enter the break journey for a dearer route, not the shortest route. The system always ensures that the pass is issued through the shortest route. Then while entering, if he is for a dearer route, then he has to enter the break journeys required. So after entering the break journeys required, so it not the shortest route, the system automatically checks for the distance using the rate branch system, that is RBS, shortest path algorithm. It uses our CRIS developed rate branch system, shortest path algorithm. It is built inside now in this software. So it checks whether the distance falls within the 15% of the shortest distance allowed as per railway board pass rule. So once that is ensured, only then the system will go further. So now that we have entered from station and to station and break journey if required, break journeys are not mandatory. So if required, so below we can see all the self as well as the dependent's name appear. Now we must select for whom the pass are required. So like that. So it's not mandatory that all the members have to travel at one go. So what you need to do, at least suppose only self and spouse are traveling, then we only check these two check boxes and submit. So in the pass also, while doing reservation also, it automatically populates these two names and the tickets are generated. So attendant traveling, if any, you have to give here. Companion traveling, attendant traveling and all, those details should be given. Once submit button is pressed, it automatically flows to pass clerk. Once the pass clerk, after ensuring that the details are correct, then he immediately forwards it to pass issuing authority. So once pass clerk accepts your pass application online, you will get a mobile phone message with the details telling you that your application has been accepted and has been forwarded to the pass issuing authority with his name and his designation. And once pass issuing authority also approves, immediately you will get a message on your mobile phone that now the pass is ready, and you can download, and you can either download or directly you can generate OTP and book either online or take a printout and go to the counter after generating OTP. The generation of OTP, that also I'll show you. The generation of OTP is, once OTP is generated, the OTP is valid for only 20 minutes. Suppose you are standing in a counter, if you are not finding, if your system is slow and IRCT is not, CTC is not responding quickly and all, and you are in urgency to go, so please ensure that just before your turn, if it's a long queue, don't generate OTP and there's no issue, because the OTP expires within 20 minutes, and you can regenerate OTP any number of times. So they have also off late they have added the office orders. This is another new model.